The rain fell gently on the rooftop of Makonen's mansion as he stood by the large window, lost in deep thought. He was one of the richest men in the country, owner of many companies, cars, and properties. But despite his wealth, Makonnen felt like a stranger in his own home. His wife Chiamaka only smiled when there was money. His daughter Letiwe spent her days posting expensive things online, while his son Chinedu was quiet and always stayed close to him. One evening, Makonnen sat at the dining table, watching his family eat. Chiamaka didn't even look at him. Letiwe was on her phone, giggling at something online. Only Chinedu noticed him and asked, "Dad, are you okay?" Makonnen gave a small smile. "I'm fine, son." But deep inside, he wasn't. He was tired. Tired of fake smiles. Tired of being used for his money. He needed to know if his family truly loved him or if they only stayed because of the luxury. That night, after everyone had gone to bed, Makonnen called his personal assistant. "Michael," he said over the phone, "I want you to transfer everything to the private account. Close down the companies for now. Tell everyone I'm on break. And most importantly, no one must know I'm still rich." Michael was confused. "Sir, are you sure? This will shake the whole family." "That's the plan," Makonnen replied calmly. "I'm going to test them." The next morning, Makonnen gathered his family in the living room. Chiamaka walked in with a frown. "Why are we all here so early?" Makonnen took a deep breath. "I have bad news. I've lost everything. The business crashed. The banks have frozen our accounts. We have nothing left." Chiamaka jumped up. "What do you mean nothing? You're joking, right?" "I wish I was," Makonnen said sadly. "We have to leave this house today. I have only one place we can go now. My late father's small house in the village." Letiwe screamed, "Village? God forbid. Me, Letiwe, in a village?" Chinedu quietly looked at his father and asked, "Are you serious, Dad?" Makonnen nodded. "Yes, it's the only way." Chiamaka shouted, "You useless man! How can you lose everything just like that? What kind of man are you?" Makonnen didn't respond. He only turned around and walked away. Chinedu followed him. "Dad," he said softly, "don't worry, everything will be fine." Makonnen smiled at his son, a small tear escaping his eye. "Thank you, Chinedu. You don't know how much that means to me." By evening, they packed a few clothes into bags. The mansion was silent. No more maids, no more drivers. Makonnen drove the family in a small old car Michael had bought for this plan. The road to the village was rough and dusty. Chiamaka complained every second. Letiwe refused to wind down her window. Chinedu quietly enjoyed the breeze, holding his father's hand from the back seat. After hours of driving, they arrived at a small compound with one house made of mud bricks and an iron roof. Chiamaka stepped out of the car and looked around with her mouth wide open. "What is this horror? Makonnen, are you mad? Are we supposed to live here?" Letiwe opened the door slowly, covering her nose. "Yuck! What is this smell? This place stinks!" Makonnen stepped out of the car and looked around calmly. "This house belonged to my late father. We'll manage here for now." "Manage?" Chiamaka shouted. "Me? Chiamaka? I should manage inside this rubbish? After all the years of enjoying mansions, you want to bury me in this dead place? You must be joking." Letiwe shook her head. "I can't survive here, Daddy. There's no Wi-Fi, no AC, no bathroom mirror. How do people even live like this?" Only Chinedu stayed quiet. He came down and helped his father carry the bags into the house. The front door creaked as they opened it. The living room had only 2 plastic chairs and an old wooden table. Cobwebs decorated the corners, and the air smelled like dust and sweat. Chiamaka refused to enter. "Makonnen, you better take me back to the city now. I'm not entering that nonsense. We have no choice, Makonnen said. This is all we have for now. Letiwe hissed loudly. I should have just stayed with my boyfriend. Chinedu turned and stared at her. So we're really in this together. Shouldn't we try to support Dad instead of complaining? Chiamaka shot him a look. Will you shut up? Must you talk every time? You think we're all here to suffer with your father? Chinedu shook his head in disbelief and continued helping his father arrange things inside the house. Makonnen smiled slightly and patted Chinedu on the back. Later that evening, Makonnen tried to boil water outside using firewood. He had forgotten how to even light a fire. His hands shook and smoke filled his eyes. Chinedu came to his side and helped him arrange the sticks properly, blowing air into the fire. I used to watch the village boys do this during holidays, Chinedu said softly. I remember, Makonnen nodded. Thank you, son. You're the only one making this easier for me. Meanwhile, Chiamaka sat on a rock, staring at her broken nails. This is a nightmare. No cream, no TV, not even a fan. God punish poverty. Letiwe was busy trying to get a signal on her phone, raising it high and walking around the compound. There's no Instagram here, no Snap, no TikTok. Are we still in this country? That night they all slept in one room. A small mattress was spread on the floor. There was no light, only a lantern with low flame. Mosquitoes sang loudly in the dark. Chiamaka kept slapping her arms, cursing under her breath. Letiwe kept tossing and turning, unable to sleep. Makonnen lay on the mat, staring at the roof. Chinedu lay beside him, gently tapping his shoulder.